Hi, I'm Katie, and the topic that I chose for my final presentation is prenatal development. I chose this topic because when we covered it in our lifespan development section, I thought it was really interesting. I also plan on going into occupational therapy after high school, so the topic of development in general will be something big for me. So I thought I'd go ahead and learn about it a little bit more here. My questions are: what is prenatal development? What are the stages of prenatal development? What is the importance of prenatal care? And what are teratogons and how can they affect a baby? My first question is, what is prenatal development? Prenatal development is basically just how a baby grows and forms while it's inside the mother's womb. There are 3 stages in prenatal development: the germinal stage, the embryonic stage, and then the fetal stage. The germinal stage happens first, and it takes place in week 1 and 2. This stage starts right after fertilization, when the sperm and egg combine to form a single cell, which is known as a zygote. The zygote will then begin to divide very rapidly in a process known as mitosis, which you can see right there. The zygote then travels down the fallopian tube towards the uterus. Once the zygote reaches the uterus, it becomes a blastocyst, which is essentially just a hollow ball of cells. The outer layer of the blastocyst will later turn into the placenta, and the inner layer will become the actual embryo. At the end of the germinal stage, the blastocyst attaches itself to the wall of the uterus in a process known as implantation. The second stage is the embryonic stage, happening in weeks 3 to 8. The blastocyst that has been implanted in the uterus officially becomes an embryo, and all the major organs and body systems start to form here. The formation of the baby's neural tube, which will eventually become the baby's brain and spinal cord, happens here. The heart will slowly begin to beat roughly around the 6-week mark, and the outline of the eyes, ears, arms, and legs start to appear here as well. The final stage is the fetal stage, and this takes place in weeks 8 clear until 40. So during this time, all the organs and body systems that were formed in the stage prior start to grow, mature, and become more functional. Things like facial features, fingers, and toes become more defined. The fetus starts moving around and stretching, which the mother will be able to feel at about month 5. The senses also start to develop here, so things like hearing and light reaction. The lungs also grow much stronger, prepping the baby to breathe on its own outside of the womb. My next question was, what is the importance of prenatal care? Prenatal care is crucial for monitoring the baby's health and the mother's health. Regular checkups and screening track the baby's growth and heartbeat. Screenings can help detect issues like growth problems or genetic conditions. And early detection allows doctors to adjust treatment to protect both the mother and the baby. So basically, prenatal care is important for the health of both the mother and the baby. My next question is, what are teratogons? Teratogons are harmful substances or environmental factors, for example, things like alcohol or nicotine, that can cause birth defects or problems in a developing baby during pregnancy. What negative effects do teratogons have? The negative effects are it can cause things like FASD, which is fetal alcohol syndrome. And this can result in growth problems, facial abnormalities, and learning disabilities later in life. In conclusion, learning about prenatal development shows just how complex and delicate early human growth is, from the foundations formed in the germinal stage to the major organ development in the embryonic stage to the final preparation in the fetal stage. Each phase is essential. This complexity is exactly why prenatal care and avoiding teratogons matters so much. Regular checkups help doctors catch problems early and protect both the mother and the baby, while staying away from harmful substances like alcohol and nicotine reduces serious risks. Overall, this topic highlights just how important it is to support and protect a developing baby from the very beginning. And my question to the class is, how can learning about prenatal development change the way we think about pregnancy and early childhood health? And these are my sources that I use. Thank you.